What's up guys, my name is Max Hilding and I'm a Swedish-based wedding videographer and photographer, and today I'm super excited because I am going to bring you to my work behind the scenes. This is a way for me to introduce myself, to show you a little bit how I communicate with my couple, how I work with compositions and the social environments, and sort of how I navigate through a very hectic schedule, and give you some reflections as well along the way. So whether you are a future couple who are looking to book a videographer or a photographer, or if you're looking for a friend who's getting married, or even if you're an aspiring filmmaker or photographer who wants to get into wedding, this video might be helpful for you. Since I'm married myself, I know it's overwhelming to plan a wedding. It's easy to get lost in all the reviews, the recommendations, the Facebook groups, the websites where you're looking at different portfolios to really see who fits you. That's why I want to give you a more transparent introduction where you actually get to not just see who I am and see my portfolio, but also come with me to work, be a fly on the wall. So before we hit the road to today's wedding, I'm gonna give you a quick brief on what is in my camera bag. First off, full disclosure, the camera that I'm actually filming on right now is my main camera that I use for both videography and photography. And it's the Sony Alpha 7 IV, which is hands-off the best hybrid camera you can have. There's been a lot of weddings where I actually do photography and videography as one person, which is something that I'm proud to offer for people who want both. Because I can do both at the same time, I'm able to give them a better price for those things. So it's a perfect camera for switching back and forth from photo and video. My second camera is the Sony Alpha 3. I've had this for years. It's a very versatile camera and I use it as my backup camera, obviously, but I also use it for speeches as additional services. I offer all the speeches where they get them all delivered to them raw, and that's a perfect camera to just have stationary while you are filming the highlights on your main camera. We're approaching the end of the summer, so it's getting darker earlier, so this is perfect for a low light situation. You just put this on your camera body, put it on, and it gives you a perfect light up if you need that. I have headphones, obviously, when I want to hear the audio. I have a Zoom recorder where I plug in the lav mic, and so I record all the sound bites separately. Camera flush. This is the Mavic 2 Air S. Perfect. Had this for 2 years. It's super versatile. You can film in 5K, 60 frames. Just make sure that if you have a drone, have your license in place. If you do offer a client drone footage, make sure that you know or have as a clause in your contract that you can only fly it if you're allowed to. Some places are very close to airports, prisons, so just something to have in mind. But I always bring my drone with me regardless. Tape for lav mics. I just put this, put the lav mics underneath here, put some professional care. In Swedish we call it kirurg tape. I guess the translation is like surgery tape. I have a extra lens, a wide lens, a Sony G Master lens. It's 20mm, 1.8 f-stop. Which is also good in low light. For weddings, it's very important to be adaptable, to be flexible, but still deliver the most professional footage you can. If there's a tip I can leave you with, try to be as flexible as possible. Obviously, I know a lot of people who are moving around with 2 cameras at the same time, just switching with 2 different lenses. I like to be even more smooth and just have one and just make it very easy for myself. Okay guys, let's jump in the car, let's get on the road, let's have fun today. This is a very hectic and stressful job, but I love it so much. I love to be in the midst of social people, and I love to provide a creative service, but at the same time get a social exchange, meeting new people, meeting lovely human beings who are happy, who are there to celebrate, who are respectful. So I can't wait to show you that as well today. So come on, let's get on the road. Today I'm 30 minutes early and we're starting off with the first look. Up until now, the couple has most likely spent the night in different locations, haven't seen each other. The bride has been with the makeup artist for maybe 4 or 5 hours, fixing herself, The groom has probably not spent that much time anywhere. Maybe they've just like spending time with the boys or whatever. But I am now going to check out this place where we can find a good spot for them to sort of position the groom. So we're gonna have to try to find a place that has a good light, that is looking aesthetically nice with the composition. So we have this beautiful house here that they've chosen, and there's a staircase here which will work really good with portraits, I think, as well. But for the first look in itself, it doesn't necessarily have to reveal this beautiful house. Like that could come after as a session, like a portrait session with a couple after they've actually seen each other. My philosophy when it comes to these things is that I will always suggest for the couple what I think is the best, what I think will look good. But if they have an idea and they really want, they have visualized it, they really have like, they literally have worked so hard to like picture that in their head. The bride's choice is my the bride choice is my, let's say, her word, my, I don't know, they decide ultimately, the bride decides. Så när du kommer fram sen, vill att du lägger Thomas högra. Ja, högra. Du går 2 steg framåt bara. Kan ni gå liksom så här, lite... Okay guys, so the first look has been done. This is one of my favorite moments actually, and I think some people might think that first look is a bit like cliche or a bit corny. I think it's fun. I think it's a tradition that's very exciting. So something that I've noticed with Sweden compared to North America, if you do weddings in Canada or the US compared to Sweden, is that in Canada they're way more familiar in being in front of the camera and more comfortable being in front of the camera, and they don't mind a bit of production. What I mean with production is like they don't mind putting a lav mic on, they don't mind doing a bit of posing. Maybe they get an action that they do, and then you capture that like a production. In Sweden, depending on who you're documenting obviously, but the main focus here is to be almost like a fly on the wall. Obviously it's important to hang out with a couple and integrate into the environment and listen to them, talk to them. Don't be like awkward and just like hang out in the background. That's not me anyway. But when I say fly on the wall, is that Swedes, I've noticed that they don't want it to look like it's produced. They want it to be very genuine, spontaneous, and it's almost as if you should obviously be there with your presence, but they don't want to feel like they're being captured, if that makes sense. I'm just saying we're different, and I'm noticing that a lot in weddings as well. Okay, so we're on our way to the location, the venue. It's gonna be an outdoor ceremony, and then the party is gonna be, the dinner is gonna be indoors, at that very same location. What I love about wedding is that I get to be a little bit over the top, because it suits this environment. It suits this environment to be a little bit over the top, and not like overwhelming for the couple, but like, you know, like super nice, overly like social. Not many people are here, so this is a perfect moment to get all the interior. And hey, so let's see here. Oh, good lighting, good natural lighting. Hey. Hej! Gick det bra? Ja, det gick jättebra. Du får bara säga till oss och utrymma. Vet du om det finns något ställe jag kan så här, lägga mina grejer? Så det kan vara lite nytt. ceremony is gonna happen right there. I'm ready. I've done the interior, I've done the empty seats. Now people are starting to fill up, and we're 10 minutes away from the ceremony to start. The couple will be here anytime soon, and it's such a beautiful place. It's got all these apple trees. It's like a beautiful little surrounding. I'm gonna try. All right, so the most important event has just happened, and I would say the most important because they are the most crucial moments that you can only like capture once. Meaning the ring exchange, the first look, the kiss, first kiss, them coming out, running out. Beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Very straightforward. Super nice priest. He was allowing me to move wherever I wanted. He was saying that the most important thing is that you get good photos. So I really appreciated him. Beautiful songs. I love the choice of psalms that they did. So now we're gonna do different family constellations of portraits. So they have a list of what constellations they want, whether it's the bride's sisters, family only, things like that. And then we're gonna go down to dinner. I actually always ask for a seat. I believe that it's again another way pushing the whole integration into being another guest, being another friend at the wedding. I think it makes people more calm, it makes people more loyal to you and more comfortable, and then for ultimately better on photo. So that's what I always push for. I know photographers that doesn't like that, who want to have their own space. I prefer to be in the mess of everything. So yeah. Let's carry on. It's gonna move fast, so that's why you get these like breakdowns every now and then when I have time. So, okay. So far, we're enjoying ourselves, right? Are you enjoying yourself? I am. I love this job. It's a very nice job. It's hectic, and I'm always stressful before, but once 2 hours in, I'm like, this is a good job. Just finished the family photo portrait. Now. The bride is so funny. She's got really good fun energy. They made me really feel like I'm part of the celebration, which makes my job so much easier. And the result will be much better too. So I came in here because it's starting to get a bit cold. I need a jacket. Some people have asked a little bit about like challenges, and what are the challenges? I would say that what makes it the hardest, I think, is when you are coming across maybe people that doesn't understand the line of work you do. Maybe a little bit of, like, I'm not saying disrespect, but I'm saying not respecting your professionalism. And sometimes that can become like an interference with your flow. So if you're doing things in a certain way and then you have someone who tells you like, oh, do this, oh, take a photo here, oh, don't you think it's better there? That is actually the most common thing in weddings, but it's a minor thing still, because you just deal with it as human beings. No one means anything bad about it, but it's just a thing that can get a little bit frustrating. So let's go back to work. If I get a moment in a tight schedule, I always try to snap a photo with a couple. If you truly believe in your philosophy that you're more than a photographer and that you're actually bringing something to this environment, I'm sure that they're happy to have this moment in their gallery as well. And it's a good memory for yourself, and not to mention it's a good way to showcase other couples who you are as a person when you're working at weddings. Tack så jättemycket.
If the schedule allows, it's up to the couple whether they want to take advantage of the golden hour, the time of the day when the best light hits. I definitely recommend this because by then the stress has faded and it's a great opportunity to capture intimate moments in stunning lights. I know that there's millions of apps, but I specifically use Solar Watch to track the best light and the sunset times. Up until dinner, there's not much downtime. When the dinner comes, not many people want their photos taken when they're eating. So what I usually do, if it's possible, I request a corner or a good seat where I have a great overview of the venue and where I can easily get in and out or up and down when there's a speech without disturbing the guest in my table.
Det gick bra och under tiden så hade ju bekantskapen med Kristin blivit djupare, så att säga. Och
First dance. My camera died as I predicted, but I'm back home. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm so tired, but I have a ritual and I cannot go to bed unless I back up all my footage before I go to bed. Regardless what time I come home, if it's 5 in the morning, it needs to be backed up. It just makes me feel better when I wake up in the morning. But now it's gonna tick during the night. I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna wait for this to load to this hard drive. I can't even talk. I'm tired, guys. That was an amazing day. Thank you so much for coming with me. It was actually a lot of fun to show you some behind the scenes of what I do. Please, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that was a wedding. There was a whole day with me at a wedding, and it was a fun one, and I have a lot of more of those next year, so I'm excited to keep doing this. It's really creative, fulfilling, but right now it's also very tired. I just need to go to